brakes off?
Bro, I'm fucking.
Right up!
What the fuck you doing here?
Get him, Blake. Get your leg.
Leonard, are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the stink's coming from.
You don't know where the stink's coming from? Probably from all the shit everywhere, you fucking... Holy fuck. I think this place is worse than Jason. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this shit in there. Oh my god.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Mother, log off your gambling site and vacate the living room.
Fuck you, bish, I gots to gamble.
I need to do my Godot-centered internet show.
But nobody watches your gay little internet show.
Mother, you leave me no choice. Nobody messes with my gay little internet show. Sorry to immediately start the show and then cough on you, but that's what we're doing today. As you can see, I've shaved my head, including my beard. I look much better now, much younger. Let's get my artless music going. Digital battleground, perfect. So, what we are doing, we are Gonzallo Lira, and we must escape from Ukraine. We have this initial building right here. This is going to be our little testing area. We're going to get our 3D character running around in here, fighting against some Ukrainian soldiers. We're going to have 3 acts to this thing. Let me bring up my notepad. We don't need any of that bullshit. We need that moto, we really, really do. So, the S-Story, we are reading the last memoir of Coach Red Pill and reliving his experiences. We will have like 3 missions to escape Ukraine. Mission 1. The second mission is to do that. Okay. Hold on, let me just. All right, I'll get out of here. We're gonna fight some Ukrainians. That'll probably be our 3rd-person character controller. We'll just run around and shoot at them. The second mission, we're gonna be on a motorcycle escaping from the Ukraine on like a big road. And this is all supposed to be a parody of Ride to Hell Retribution. Let me go here. If we look up Ride to Hell Retribution, this is what we're basing the game off of, essentially. It was like a biker game, but it was known for being super fucking shitty. We're not gonna have any mouth movement, but yeah, this is what we're going for. This type of gunplay. I think this will be pretty simple. Simple to look at that guy. This will be simple to accomplish. We can do this. They just kind of stand there and blast you. That's really funny. I don't know if we're gonna do cover mechanics. I probably just won't do them just because I hate cover mechanics. I think they're the most annoying shit in the fucking world. My brother really liked Gears of War, and he always wanted to play that with me. And I'm like, dude, I hate this fucking game, man. Damn, he really is blasting that guy. That guy's got a lot of health. Jeez Louise, yeah, use the pipe wrench, buddy. I'd like to see Phil play this game. Why doesn't DSP do anything funny? Alright. Okay. And then we'll have a 3rd mission, QTE type deal with a boss fight, kind of like the Leon Krauser fight in Resident Evil 4. That's my idea. I think we have like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks or something. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We gotta make this 3rd-person character controller for Gonzalo. Yeah, so let's just do what we want. I know I could put it on a spring arm and like have it go like back and forth if it's not in the wall or whatever, but I think I'm going to try something different. And I can always add the spring arm later. I don't think that really matters much. So what I'm going to do is rotate the head if we're moving up and down like that, like looking left and right. And then I'll, if we're actually moving, like rotating, rotating our body, we'll be moving the whole character. So that'll move automatically, and then our camera will stay somewhat in frame like this. That's what I'm assuming right now. That's what I'm hoping for. His wrist looks pretty fucking broken, but I don't really give a shit. All of our animations right now are fucking broken. I'm gonna have to. We have V1. I slimmed down too many keyframes with our Python script, and now we have like these little glitches when we walk. So I shouldn't have cut out that last frame like an idiot, but I did. So we have what we have. I'm gonna get everything working, and then I'll have to remake that scene and in Blender and re-export it. But I'll do that off camera because that'll be really fucking boring to watch again. All I have to do is rename the animations. That's gonna be the longest part of it. I gotta slam down some coffee. All right, man. I feel pretty fucking good, dude. So we're gonna make one of my patented state machines. I think what we need to do first is do this. How do I make one of those motherfuckers? Let me ask ChatGPT real quick. How do I be making an enum in Godot? I done forgot and shit. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, that's why it's weird. There's no equal sign. You think there'd be an equal sign right here, and you think you would like declare it, but instead it just goes like that. That always makes me laugh. Okay, so we don't want weapon type. Instead, we want states. And we'll get rid of some of these. What are we going to have? Idle, walk, run. I don't think we're going to have a shoot state. We'll just have idle, walk, run. We'll have attack. And I'm going to leave a little note here. We have run with rifle. And we have run normal. For right now, I'm just going to hook up the running with the rifle animations, and we'll just fix this. We could always just make another state, call this run rifle, and run the other one, and switch between them. But for right now, to make it simple, I'm not going to do that. So we have attack, idle, run, attack. I guess maybe we need like a fall, but I don't have any falling animation, so we'll just keep it all level right now. And those will be the first ones that we need. And then we'll do this. We'll say on ready var cur state equals null. We'll set it equal to null. We'll then do a couple more of these. And we'll do next state and prev state. Next state. Prev state. And yeah, there we go. And what we'll do, we'll set the current state equal to I'm gonna do a cutscene state too. Cut scene. Actually, we'll just call it frozen. We'll just do a frozen state, so that'll just make him have nothing. And we're gonna start in the current state from frozen to idle. Frozen. Whoops. We have to let it go. Frozen and then idle, and we have to, of course, say states dot idle, states dot frozen. Here we go. We'll put these here, put that shit there. That's looking good. And then we have to, of course, start putting that into this shit. So we're gonna say, what is it? Next state, actually current state. Current state is equal to next state, and the prev state is equal to the current state. Nice, and then we will match the current state, right? Yes. And we'll have states dot idle, and we'll do idle. Oh. IDLE. There we go. Cool. So then we'll copy and paste this a couple of times, and I'll just fucking adjust that shit, and we'll go idle, we'll go attack, and what do we want to do here? Run. Oh, we're gonna need crouch. I want to put it up here with this one. Crouch, prone. I really just needed more practice making a 3D character controller, so that was like one reason why I wanted to do this. Let's grab that. Okay. Prone. Crouch. Crunch. What else do we have? We have the frozen. States. Dot frozen, and we're gonna make these, of course. So we need to start making some functions. Func frozen pass. I'm gonna grab this and just Control C that a few times. Whoops. Okay, so we need what? We're gonna do an attack. We're gonna do a run. Idle. We have idle. We're gonna do crouch. Crouch, and I guess we'll do prone. And we'll do frozen. Okay, so then we just need to start adding these in. So we got attack. We got run. We got crouch. And we got prone. And then frozen. We have twice. So whatever, we'll just get rid of that for now. Is that everything? No closing bracket. We need an idle. Idle. Nice. Cool. So, we're gonna move all of this initial moving code into our run state, and then we're gonna have to adjust it later. I think we should might want to change it to move, but we can kind of understand this as run. I'm gonna do a little note that says understand this as a move state. All right. Of course, we're not passing in the delta here, so we're gonna have to do that, and we can just put it in here because we're in the physics process. Oh yeah, we're back. Doing more dumb shit, so I guess I'll start putting in some of the animations. Yeah. I didn't really do much. We're building the character player for Coach Red Pill right now. So we're going to go to our animation player at onReady var, and player is going to equal our animation player. There we go. And we'll probably have to fix this at some point because we're gonna have to put in a new model. Yeah, we'll go here, and we're gonna say if the current state is not equal to the previous state, then we will animplayer.play. Where's idle? Idle, there we go. And we'll just start adding some of this shit in. So at least we'll have like, you know, get out of here. Do we have, what do we have? Swing sword. I'm gonna get him the hatchet. We gotta give Gonzallo Lira the hatchet. It's gonna be based. Run. What are we gonna do? Of course, we're gonna do the run animation. We're gonna do the run with gun, and we'll figure out the rest. All right. Run with gun. Okay. The crouch for right now, we'll just put in to go to crouch, and we'll have to remember to transition later. Either add transition state or animation chain logic. So we can either set the animation like we have the, you know, stand to crouch animation, and then just make that one play first when we enter the state, and have it go into the other just regular crouch state. Because we're gonna have two different animations, one to go down and then one to stay down. So we can either add another state, or we can just use logic to play each animation. And I'm kind of leaning towards that option just because I haven't tried that yet. Usually I put a different state. I'll be like stand to crouch, and then crouch. But I think this time I want to just have the animation player kind of handle that with a separate little thing if we can. We'll see. I basically want to have the animation change without it affecting the state at all. I think that's going to be my goal here. I'm going to leave that as a note. We want to move through the animations without changing our state here for crouching. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Instead of swing sword, we'll play crouch, and then we'll do the same thing for prone, and that should work the same way. We're gonna have both of these work the same way however we do it. It would be really stupid to have them work two separate ways. There we go. Where's just regular prone? Uh-oh. Do I not have a regular prone? Whatever, we'll just do prone forward. And we might have to add a secondary, like, moving crouch or crouch walking. We probably will add a crouch walking state. I think so. Let's just get them working first. And I have my PlayStation controller. We're gonna hook it up for a controller. We're not gonna use a keyboard like a bunch of fucking scrubs, dude. Hell no. We're gonna use a real man's controller. Fuck the Xbox. We want the Sony Sisters PS4 controller. I gotta clear off all these bottles of sparkling water. Get out of my way, Goblin. I'll kick you right in your fucking face. Just kidding, Goblin. Alright, let me grab another fucking drink. Alright. Let me do something real quick and I'll be All right, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I had to get him some fucking food because he was being annoying. All right. And had to get another drink and some shit, make some coffee. What am I even trying to do? That's right, we want to add the controller in. Am I going to have ChatGPT do it for me? I'm really leaning towards that. No, I don't think so. Alright, let's just get some of this done. So, if direction, I'm going to say this, if direction is this, we're going to move toward a state. So we're actually going to put, we're going to, instead of saying this in run, we're going to say func, I think allow, I'll just say move, right? Move. And we're going to call move here and throw in delta. And we need to pass that in because I might, I think what I'm going to do is this. We're going to have move in idle too. What's the problem? Oh, we got to pass in delta. A lot of these might receive delta. Doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't think I'm going to add the jump. I'm going to just get rid of that for now. And this just makes us move towards wherever we're facing. This is standard Godot game shit. Move and slide. I'm going to get rid of this. Cool. So I guess the idea is if we have a direction, then we're going to move into the walking state, and if we don't, then we're going to go back to the animation state, the idle. So let me go here. Actually, we need to say next state. So next state equals oh, well, we don't need to do that here. We need to... we can check what state it's in. So this is basically if we're moving forward. So we'll say if current state is not equal to states dot idle, then we'll say next state is equal to states dot idle, right? So if we're not like currently in the idle state, we're going to be moving towards it soon, is what I'm trying to do here. And I think I should put that underneath this. And then up here we're going to do the same thing. If the current state is not equal to what do we want here? We want run. Then we'll be moving to run. But all of this code can be accessed through both states, so we should be okay, right? And I probably... let's try it. And then the moving left and right. Let's close this up. And let's add a function here. Func. Player controllers are the most annoying part of game dev. Yeah, it's really fucking boring. Func rotate with mouse. That's why I'm making like the most simplistic one we can, just to get the job done. Rotate with mouse. Can we say, or do we need input? I think we need. Let's do this. Where's the input event? If event dot is action mouse motion or something, right? Is action is mouse something. The fuck is it? Come on, I'm pressing the button. There we go. You can't open the thing, you fucker. Input. How do I'm just trying to get the, isn't it like mouse motion or something? Fuck it, let me ask ChatGPT. How I be rotating with mouse movement and shit. Yeah, I already got that. That's it. Event.relative.y. Okay. Nice. So we're going to grab that. We're going to copy it. We're going to go back to our script-a-rooney, plug it in. If I just save it, it'll go away, and then that's fine. Mouse sensitivity, we're going to have to make that on ready var mouse, whoops, equals, what was it, like 0.1 or some shit? Rotation.y. Rotation y not declared. Yeah, I guess it isn't. What were you thinking, ChatGPT? I guess you're declaring it up here. That would make sense. What's my favorite type of juice? Probably orange. Yeah, I guess we should make those two. I'm just gonna copy this shit. What am I doing? Copy. We're gonna, instead of be moving the camera, we're gonna be moving ourselves. Rotation X. Actually, we will be moving. We're gonna be moving the head. So let me say head.rotation X, right? I think so. Let's try that. And this is going to run regardless, right? We should always be able to move our head up and down and move the character left and right. Let's try it. The initial building. We'll run this scene. Whoa. Okay, I can move around. I forgot to lock the camera into one place, and our our fucking thing is very... I need to turn down the sensitivity. 0, 0, 1. We need to say in the ready function up here, func ready. What are we gonna say? What is it? Mouse something. Mouse mode. It's gonna be much faster if I just fucking copy it. I always forget this shit. Input, set mouse mode. Cool. Bam. Right there. So we capture the mouse. I also need to add this down here. We're going to say if event dot is action pressed UI cancel. We're going to say get tree dot quit. Yeah. So that'll just cancel the game. So let's now try that. Okay, so we're actually looking around. We're moving. I think just because I set that thing to loop and not do anything else. Can I walk? I can. I'm going backwards though. I need to flip the character around 180, I believe. Let me go here. Usually with these, you always have to do this and just flip the Y on this thing 180 degrees. Because from Blender, they come in the wrong way, basically. And then I'm going to take our camera holder and I think spin that 180 as well. There we go. That way it's actually behind him. And let's try that. I think that should work better for us. We're just going to be eternally falling. Cool. So now when I push forward, we actually move forward. And there we go. We have rudimentary shit. This looks pretty awful. I think we need to move the camera angle a little bit and move some of this other shit. The cars look pretty decent for just bringing in GLBs. I also need to change how this shit is going. Let's go to that script and idle. We need to increase the speed. Where is the speed? Speed, we're going to change that up to 25. We have the move, animation.play, idle, cool. Are we going between those two, I wonder? I'm going to add this. We're going to go player. We're going to go label 3D. And we'll bring that up right here. And the text will be the state. And we're going to bring the font way up. Okay, and then we just need to maybe have it there. Flags, it's going to be enabled, the billboard, so we can always see it. Let me just make sure we can see that with our camera. So let's bring it, whoops, not the camera. Let's bring the state label down, just like that. Okay. And let me update this. I'm going to rename it to state label. And we'll just update it right here. We'll say at state label dot text equals the current state. Yeah, there we go. I guess we're updating it every frame, but who gives a shit? We could do some stuff to not do that. I guess we could do this. That way it would only update on the first frame. Yeah, so we'll try that. So this should update at every change, but it's not as instant. So I think what I'm going to do for right now is do this. I think this will help me. This way we'll see a little flash if it changes very quickly. I think that's going to help us. I think that would kind of slow it down, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. Probably not even correct what I just said. Oh, that's right. How do I get the actual fucking how would I get the text name for an enum? Yeah, and then I want the name. Okay. Let's just grab these two right here. Oh, I got something in my fucking nose. All right. we already have our weapon enum, so we're gonna say should be states.keys, states.keys, states.values, and then we're gonna find the current state. Hopefully this works. I don't know, I don't really use them much. We want the current state, right? Yes. And then we're going to, what are we going to call this? We'll call it, fucking goblin. Why are you standing there? Get out of here. We're going to say what? What is this going to be called? We're going to call this state strang. State strang. There we go. And we'll set that. That should be good. Let's see. Let's run that. Idle, run, idle, run. So why is he not switching? If I go, we have the animation player playing idle. Let me print. We are getting here. Here's. Should be, I mean, we definitely are getting there, right? What if I don't click anything at all? He's still doing that. Interesting. I wonder if I have it looped or some shit on the animation player. Animation player. I do have the rifle walk looped. Oh, I think we need to loop that too. Maybe that'll fix some shit. Huh. Why are you just playing that animation over and over again? What are you fucking doing, buddy? Did I put that in the... If I go to the move here... Oh, we don't need to do that here. We need to do that here. Now we should be okay. Cool. Yeah, now we're idle, and then when we actually move, we get the run with gun. Hello. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. We're making a Gonzallo Lira game. We're putting in the state machine right now. So we have idle and run. That's looking pretty good. I gotta change the keys. We can move backwards too, left and right. Honestly, I don't even think we need the strafing just because of how we're doing the camera. We're not gonna see his legs anyway. We could legit like not even have legs. I guess if we look down we can see them, but like it doesn't look that different even if you are strafing or whatever. So fuck it. So we are making a parody of this Ride to Hell Retribution game. It's known for being one of the shittiest games ever made, but we're making it with a true-to-life figure whose name was Gonzallo Lira, who got himself killed in a Ukrainian prison camp because he kept shilling for Russia. He was shilling for Russia as the Ukrainians were chasing him down. So he's a fucking idiot and he's a red pill grifter. Sadly, though, Coach Red Pill, he passed away. So we're respecting his legacy by making this game about him. He's going to be a super secret assassin escaping from Ukraine. That's what we're doing right now. It's for the Kiwi Farms Game Jam. So yeah, is it going to be... I don't know. I just plan to use a bunch of... we're going to use copyright shit. We're going to use like Ozzy Osbourne songs. Rip Ozzy. But yeah, let's fucking see. I need to change we need to go to project settings. We got to change this to WASD for sure. I think I'm just going to do WASD. What is a good sprint? Is shift a good sprint? I think so. Sprint. That was the name of his book, right? Wilshire Boulevard. I was thinking about calling it that. But I think Escape from Ukraine is so good. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll definitely reference Wilshire Boulevard. Damn. Godwinson has a copy of it, right? No, it's Ricada. Who has the copy of it? Is it Ricada or... I think it is Ricada. Ricada's got a copy of Wilshire Boulevard. Damn, I'm the exact opposite. I tried web dev and that was too difficult. So I'm like, I'm going to stick with this shit right here. Web dev, I just don't like it at all. You got to check the thing a million times and you're like, oh, it's not working. And then it's like, oh, it's not working on this. Whatever. But I guess that's all programming. It's all about like what you want to do. But yeah, I was never a very good web dev. Godwinson has the copy and we need it. Isn't Godwinson kind of a crackhead now, though? Our boy Gonzalo. We need a gun to fire as well. But let's go back in here. And instead of the UI left and stuff, we'll say, so left would be A. Right is D. Up is W. And down is S. We'll save that. We need the sprint button. I think right now the sprint will just turn up the speed. We could have speed and we'll have a const. Sorry. Sprint. Speed. Oh, we should probably make it sprint. Speed. And we'll make that equal to, I don't know, 50? Double it? Okay. And then, yeah. Cool. So where are we going to apply that? We'll just have... yeah, the cool thing is, like, if you know web dev and you're trying to, like, do stuff through HTML and, like, JavaScript and Node and all that, it'll probably be easier than using the fucking multiplayer on Godot. The multiplayer on this application is apparently not very good. Well, I mean, not very good, but a lot of people are having problems with it, me included. It's, like, difficult. Alright. So what I want to do is add a check in here. We're going to say if, can't we say input.is action pressed, and we can check for sprint, and all we'll do is, we'll just say, I guess we could check it here, right? If the action is sprint, so we'll still do this, and then we'll just have an else, and then we'll just apply whichever speed. And then we'll just take these. The thing I can never wrap my brain around is object-oriented programming. I'm really fucking shitty at that. I don't think there's any... I just don't understand it at all. When people are like, oh, you gotta do a coding paradigm. And I'm like, the fuck is a coding paradigm, dude? I don't fucking need to know that shit. Look, I'm just gonna make this shit work. I don't give a fuck, like, what Is it object oriented? Is it, you know, did you use whatever the fuck it is? It's like, no, dude, I don't know what the fuck that is. I just made it work. It works. And then people will make this like fucking 7 layers of a system and be like, I made it modular. And it's like, how the fuck is it modular if it takes me an hour to change anything? And it's like, just because you wrap something in like 10 million layers of like insulation doesn't make it fucking modular. I don't know. I get very frustrated at that when people are like object-oriented guys would be like, I made a box, and then I made a box around the box, and then a box to interact with that box. And so that way, if you want to get to the main one, all you have to do is go through 7 different fucking classes. And it's like, oh, dude, all you're trying to do is make a little cartoon character jump. You don't need all that. Yeah, if you have a link, I think you can send it here. I don't care. You can post it in the chat. I have a Discord too, and you can like post your projects there. Hold on, I'll put a link in the Discord. But yeah, I'll take a look at that. Probably not on stream though. It's probably a bad idea in case it's something crazy. Not that I suspect that, but yeah. So we have that. We have the run. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to save that link. We'll call this possible virus. Possible virus. So there you go. I've got your link saved there. I'll take a look at that later. But yeah. Praise Godot for having export variables that transfer from inheritance. Well, I'm kind of like doing my own thing. But, yeah, so we're going to keep going here. So I don't want to have that there. Cool. I think I'm going to just get rid of all this, right? We don't, we can put the jump. I'm going to leave the jump in there. I'm going to get rid of this. WASD. So if we are pressing sprint, then we should move at sprint speed. All right, let's go ahead and run it and see how it goes. Cool. So yeah, we do speed up. Cool. We can go backwards with it too, left and right. We do feel, it does feel very restrictive. I think I need to be more off to the right or whatever. I need to be further back. Let's mess with the camera a little bit. Let's take a look at the player. I'll go up top here. Output. We'll go here. Why is the player like that? There we go. That's so fucking weird. Why is my player rotated? Annoying. Okay, then we gotta go. The spring arm, we're not really using at all. The head right here, and the camera is back over there. So, view to viewports, preview. I think we need to be back a little bit further. Maybe like this. Let's try running that. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. I think I need to reverse the way that the mouse is going up and down. If event is mouse motion. So Y, yeah, I'm gonna go plus equals initial building. All right, so that changed. I'm trying to tell. It's very... I think I changed the wrong one. I think I need to go minus equals and then plus equals here. And that should do it. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that looks much better. That feels much better. We can run around and shoot now. I need to get some guns. How big are these cars compared to Gonzalo? Pretty big. We might need to adjust the size of these cars. And the reason his legs kind of glitch out like that is because I got rid of too many keyframes. Cool. Nice. What are we gonna do? I guess we should... Let's add in a gun and have it fire. I think the gun's gonna handle the firing, and then... well, we have to reload and tell the character to reload and shit, so... I don't know. We'll figure it out. So what do we need next? We do need some type of gun. Let's go to our notepad and think it out. We need a gun. Maybe multiple. If we could find a texture pack, like a pack of guns, that would be really nice for us, and we could bring in all the guns. Let's go check out what we have on like Turbo Squid and stuff. Oh, we need that hatchet from Polyhaven. Polyhaven. Browse models. There was a hatchet in there, and they have GLTFs we can download, so we can just download the GLTF. Do we want the axe? No, it was down here further. This is what we're gonna use for the strike. I'll just fucking axe. Cool. I think it was this one. We use that one. That one's kind of nice. I think it's the wooden axe that I want. GLTF, 1K textures. We'll download it. And then we'll bring it in. Let me open that up. I'm just going to grab all of these. We're going to cut it, and then I'll open up my Godot project. And we'll get Gonzallo Lira an axe, because he's a fucking madman. Create new folder. Axaruni. We'll fucking open that up in the file manager. And we'll paste the axe in there. It's gonna take a second. There we go. Close it up. Click back on here. We'll go to the axe. Bring it into the player. Where's our skeleton? We're gonna add something to the hand. Bone attachment. Bone attachment 3D. Create. We're gonna attach it to the right hand probably. And then I'm gonna attach our hatchet to his hand. And then if I save this, I think I have to exit the scene and then come back to it. And how's it going, Bob the Darkest Fairy? We're still working on the Gonzallo Lira game. What's wrong with the hatchet? Where is it? Is it too big or is it too small? Make local wooden axe. Usually these come in pretty damn good. Oh, congrats on the win. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just kind of made like something for fun. Transform. If I scale this up, is it super fucking small? It is. What the fuck? That's really weird. 1,000 times. That's crazy that it's that small. So we'll spin that around like this and go here, and I think I'm just gonna take that and put it there, and we'll get rid of this. If I go here now, whatever, it's still really small, it's still really weird, but we can move that into his hand. He's now the Gonzallo, the axe murderer. So we have that there. We have the bone attachment. We'll see how that works if we go to the swing sword. So how does that look from the player's perspective? I think we need to flip the hatchet up a little bit more. So if I go like here, the hatchet needs to be, you know, more like this, and a little more like that. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to illustrate that we are swinging a hatchet. Cool. So that's going to be like a very Call of Duty type knife thing, and we're just going to have the hatchet appear. So it'll be like this, flips on, and then comes back off. Kind of like a Call of Duty knife attack. Alright. Damn, dude. I've got to take a quick break, so I'm going to put my BRB thing on the screen. And we'll loop Gonzallo smashing you in the head with a hatchet. I think that's good for everyone. Everyone loves that. Yeah, all the weapons needed to be Russian themed. We got to get like an AK or something, and then I don't know, something stupid. All right, let's. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, just give me one more second. Sorry, I just have to deal with something real quick. Alright, so, yeah, is this Game Jam on itch? I have no idea. Let's check it out. I read about it on the actual Kiwi Farms. Let's go take a look. Itch.io. Kiwi Farms Game Jam-a-rooney. It might be. Are they gonna stop it? Kiwi Dev. No. Kiwi Game Jam. Ended 8 years ago, ended 5 years ago. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with that. The Kiwi, that's not good. Josh, please respond. Can you tell us why there's so many Kiwis making games like this? Alright, let's go. I don't want to pull up the Kiwi Farms here. I'll check it out later. I'll try and get the information, but I don't think it's on itch. I searched the title of the video. We need Josh Moon. He's the anime expert on everything. He's the anime guy. You know, I heard that he loves anime. I saw him on the casino. He knew everything about anime. He's probably watching those Ichidoki Cheeky Muffins or whatever the fuck they call them. He's a big VTuber fan. Damn, dude, the VTuber shit's fucking crazy. Why? Like, they're all talking like children. You go on their fucking things and they're just like talking like children. And you're like, dude, what in the fuck? You are 30 years old. You need to stop. Okay. Let's add that attack in there. We gotta first off go here, animated player, swing sword, cut that out. And I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. Don't bring up the article. One of the requirements is to have to say a mean slur. Are you serious? That's funny. I didn't even know that. I don't know. We're not doing anything crazy here. We're just making a fucking video game about Gonzallo Lira escaping Ukraine. And if anybody wants to be offended, I mean, feel free. That's kind of like the main thing. You know, whatever. We're just making games. Plus, I mean, this is like so 2016 drama. Who gives a fuck? What is this? This is 2021. Dude, I'm thinking 5 years ago, 2016, but it's not. 5 years ago is like 2020. So yeah, this is 2020's drama. Nobody gives a shit about Ukraine anymore. Is that even happening? Who gives a fuck, huh? Doesn't matter. It's gay. It's boring. It's lame. Cool. We need to add that attack in. That's right. States.attack. I think maybe we should change this. We're going to keep it, actually. Swing sword. Cool. And then... do you think that he should stop moving? I think he should stop moving. And I think the swing sword, once done, should return him to the next animation. That would be the easiest way to do it, honestly. Animation finished. Connect. So that means our state machine is animation driven. I'm going to leave a comment with this decree. We make our state machine animation driven. Who knows if that's good or bad. And then we just have to go down here to match shit. Yo, I saw like literally the archetype of like a feminist woman the other day in the Target, and she looked like two like muffins stacked on top of each other. She was like super morbidly obese, and she was like she was walking down the aisle taking up like the entire fucking aisle, and I'm like, lady, get the fuck out of the way. Like, what are you doing here? It was so fucking annoying. She was like looking at like the exact place that I needed to be, and I was just like, alright, I'll just wait a minute. And she took like 20 fucking minutes, and I'm like pretending to look at other shit. But yeah, her body type looked like two muffins stacked on top of each other, and it was just so fucking funny. So I had that in my head when I said that. Anyway, we need to match the animation name. Name. Okay. What else do we need here? What is that animation name? Swing the sword, right? Swang sword. If we do that, then we shall return to, I think, the idle, right? Probably go states.idle, and we'll say next state is the equivalent of states.idle. Here we go. That should do it. And now let's try that. Now we just need to add in, so we got shift to sprint. What should be, wasn't it V in Call of Duty? You would hit V to knife. Should I stay with that? C to crouch, V to knife, R to reload, F to interact, Q to interact. I think we'll do Q, we'll throw something. Isn't it 1, 2, 3? Children of dubious fatherhood. Dude. Yo, I was at like this bookstore the other day, and it was around Christmas time, and this person asked me, it was like the lady up at the checkout counter had the dyed blue hair and everything, younger girl, looked pretty nice, but I was just not having a good day, and she was like, do you want to give, like, it's free of charge, but like for every purchase we're giving something to like a kid or whatever. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And she was like, there's no charge to you. You just have to like sign this thing, and then you get your book, and then the kid also gets a book. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. And the look on her face, I was like, nah, they can like have a shitty Christmas just like I did. Fuck them. That was good. It was F. F to pay respects. That's right. Swing sword. Okay. Next state, idle. Alright, let's try it. I think we should be able to do this. Oh, we need to turn on and off the sword. We're going to say, where's our wooden axe dot visible equals true. And cool. CRP. Where the fuck is it at? Where do we want to turn it on? The attack right here. Bam. Oh, we want to set it true here and set it invisible there. Cool. Initial building. He looks pretty menacing just holding the fucking hatchet. Alright, so I think it should be, I think it is V. Isn't it V to knife? And it was F to interact. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna do, let's go to project settings. We're gonna say knife. Knife. And that should be V. We gotta add crouch. And I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna press crouch twice, and that'll make it go into prone, and then when you press it again, it'll stand back up. Yeah, I think that'll work. Crouch is gonna be C. We're gonna do Why? Why was I mean to children on Christmas? Because you have to be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a nice person. I'm a great person. I give to charity. I'm always good faith. Crouch, knife, sprint, WASD. I hate like fake charitable acts when there's like some fucking Santa Claus begging you for money outside of the hardware store. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up, dude. Go get like a real job. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. That's my personal opinion. I guess a lot of people are really like charity. Me personally, I think most charities are a scam, and I think it's all just like to get your money. I don't know. That's my view on it. You know, because they'll be like, oh, I run a charity, but then I make like $300,000 a year, and like all the other executives do, and we barely do anything. That's how I feel like it goes. Yeah. What do we need here? Crouch, knife, sprint. I feel like we need something else. We need shoot, but we'll get that from the actual shit. We need a gun, so we gotta go to... Oh, that's right. Let's actually make this shit work first. What was our attack? We didn't even put that shit in, did we? Knife. There we go. I'm retarded. So, we're gonna have a... We need a funk. Allow attack. And, if input dot my aunt used to work for the Red Cross, and they pulled out an Ian and I dubs. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't fucking know. But yeah, like the Ian and I dubs thing, the charity boxing, like that's a great example where they're like, yeah, we're so much better than everyone else. We're doing charity. It's like, you know, I could slap a charity label on this, and I'm like, I'm doing this game for charity, guys. I'm gonna feed my cats with this. You know, is action just pressed knife, and then we'll just play the animation. We'll say animation. Actually, we'll go into that state. Next state equals attack. States dot attack. Cool. So that will put us into the state attack, and then in the attack we play that, and then we return back to the idle. So now we just need to put this in wherever we want to allow ourselves to attack. So we'll put it in the idle state, and we'll put it in the run state. Well, you know what? Like I would like the Trump. What the fuck Trump said? I would like people to stop dying. That's what I want. You know, like nobody gives a shit what I want. If they ask me, John, what would you like for the situation in Ukraine? I would be like, why don't you all lay down your arms and hang the fuck out? No one gives a fuck what I say. You know, why don't you work on making CNC machines? That's something that I know. I'm a CNC operator. I'm not like, you know, what the fuck effect am I ever going to have on world politics? I hate all these streamers and shit get so like pissed off about all this. And it's like, you have like negative money in your bank account. You're never going to have any effect on the fucking world. So, what are you even talking about? It's just fucking nonsense. Like, the only effect I'll ever have on the world is, like, the work that I'm going to do, and, like, you know, I'll probably work in manufacturing, fixing machines or something, so I might up the production of, you know, standard machine by 13%. I know specifically I upped the production of one of the places I worked at by about 11%, and I was very happy about that. So, I mean, like, that's what I like to do, is work in factories. Yeah, I was like the only one that was doing these certain type of coils at this one place, and I was like, oh man, like all the other plants are fucking it up, but I'm the one who's doing it correct. I felt very cool about that. The other plants might not have had the same machine. They might have had like fucked up old machines though. That would have been hilarious. And they were working with like 70s technology. All right. We got an attack. So that's really slow. Oh, that's right. I looped it as well. Okay, so we're going to have that, and I'm either going to shrink this animation, which we probably can do since we shrunk everything in here. Can we put this to like a 1 second swing? And damn, maybe we'll just speed it up. I'm gonna undo that. Control Z on that. Cool. So if we go into the swing sword attack, what I'm gonna do is just go to the animation player, and what is it? Speed or whatever. I think it's blend time. Speed scale. Speed scale. Speed scale. Where the fuck is it at? Speed scale equals. We're gonna do like 4.0. 4 times as fast, so it'll be real quick. We need to really have him lash out and attack very fast. And then we need to return it back to normal so he's not like sprinting all around the map like a crazy person after he finishes. So we'll have that. Speed scale equals 1.0. Let's try that. Yeah. Initial building. Damn, dude. I keep seeing all my Bitcoin updates, but I didn't invest in Bitcoin. I pulled my money out of Bitcoin to pay for college, and now I'm like, damn, I would have had so much fucking money. So I'm really bummed out about that. So we can attack. That's really fast. We got to turn that speed scale down. I have about $50 in Ethereum, and I've staked it right now. So, you know, maybe in 100 years, that could be some real money right there. And quick as a hair. How old was he when he died? He was like 60 doing this crazy shit, rolling around Ukraine on a motorcycle, fucking with the Ukrainians. To be 65 and doing that shit, what a fucking idiot. Gonzalo, you're only 1 year away from retirement. You can't stop being a cow now. So we swing. Alright, so now we're not hiding the hatchet. Don't make fun of me for pulling out my Bitcoin to go to a shitty school. Okay, I have my diploma, my associates in, what is it called? Information technology, which is basically a thing that doesn't really even exist. I have my DeVry Tech University, State Tech University, fucking for-profit college diploma, okay? That's how I'm able to do all this wonderful tech right here. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, I think it was about $5,000 worth of Bitcoin back when it was $20,000. So when Bitcoin was $20,000, I bought like I think $5,000 worth of it. So if I'd have kept that now, I'd have like at least what, like 25,000 somewhere in there. It'd be a nice little chunk. You know, I'm not saying you'd be like, I wouldn't be like a fucking millionaire, but I would have like a substantial amount more than I would have. And it's like, if I had taken the money from Purdue Global that I was spending for them, because I paid for it out of pocket, I could have purchased like another property and been renting out a property And like I could have been like not a fucking retard with my money and done what everyone was like, you gotta go to college, you gotta go to college. And it's like, you know what, no one respects college but like other people that went to college. Just to be real. And they're all very like clout grabby because they don't really have any real skills. So they're just like, no dude, trust me, I went to so and so and I have like you know, I have all these certificates and shit. And it's like, well, can you fucking just get something working? You know? I don't know. I have beef with certain engineers that just go to, like, they just go to school and then they, like, can't apply any of these things in the real world. I've met a lot of those in the field where it's like, this guy can't even use a fucking tape measure. He can't read a tape measure. He can't fucking screw in a bolt. But somehow he's an engineer. And it's like... This is why everything's fucked around here. There'll be some places, one place that I worked where it had like, we had 1 million leaking hoses. Like every fucking hose leaked and they would be like, why can't we maintain constant pressure in any of these machines? And it's like, they kept blaming the operators. And I'm like, the hose needs to be fixed. You see all the fucking liquid coming out of it? Yo, that can't happen. Funny stuff. Cool. What am I even trying to do? I guess I don't have a goal right now. Do not press the power button, Goblin, please. So we have Gonzalo. We're moving around. We can attack. We can do what? We can run. We can use our hatchet. I guess we can do this. I think what I need to do next, we need to make those cars smaller. We can get that real quick. So we'll grab these. 15. Does that seem more reasonable? Let's run the game and take a look. That looks pretty good to me. I think that's about what a car would be like. You know, that's maybe still a little big because you would be higher than that. That'd be like a sports car. So it's probably like 10. I think that looks really small. Probably a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, I think the best thing that I ever did, honestly, I went to like a college around here for like a year, not even a year. It was like maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I was like, I just have to get a job because I'm like, I don't give a shit about college. It's really fucking boring. I was doing a general studies diploma, and I was just like, I just do not give a fuck about any of this. Like, I would barely show up for class, and then my dad actually remarried this this woman. Not remarried, but he got remarried and married this woman, and then her brother needed some guy to work at a metal shop. He was like, their apprentice kept crashing his car because he was a drunk. And they were like, you don't drink that much, so like we can hire you. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like those are the qualifications. He was like, I've worked with you and I know you can like actually do some stuff and you don't drink, so you're not going to crash your car every day. So you're hired. So I was hired like through nepotism and through my ability to not be completely blackout drunk every day. Which is pretty based. And then I instantly fucked that up because I started getting drunk immediately after I started making money. And I would show up to work late all the fucking time and just, I wouldn't be drunk at work, but I was pretty fucked up for a while. And then, yeah, I stopped doing all that, started going back to college, got my life together. And, yeah. But yeah, I think getting to work early is like a lot better than staying in school, for most people. And I think trade jobs are like better than like if you can get a job where you like work and learn a skill with like some type of labor, even though it's going to be more difficult, like you will make more money as opposed to like a retail job for sure, unless you're going for Costco. And fork truck driver, that's pretty based. I love doing fork truck shit. Fork trucks rock. I'm fork truck certified. You know, if anyone asked, don't check that. There's no real that's like a fucking myth. There's no real registry. Nobody checks that shit. It's not like a CDL, so you can just say it. Just put it on your resume, forklift certified. And then when they're like, can you use this one? Just be like, oh, just give me a minute to practice because I've never used this type before. We had a different one. And then just like fuck around with it for a minute, and then you'll figure it out. That's what I've learned. Cool. Yeah, I'm a forklift certified engineer, actually. We gotta shrink these down, too. Yeah, I mean, apparently everyone, all these rich and famous people, Pirate Software, Mudahar, they're lying on their resumes like motherfuckers, and here I'm trying to be like, Honest Abe over here. I would never tell a lie. And meanwhile, they're like, yes, sir, I work for Microsoft 18 years, sir. Do not check, I will lie, sir. So it's like you're competing with that. You just have to keep that in mind. Those type of people have no problem lying about anything. Alright. We'll get that. We'll put this here. And we'll do that. Bring this shit up. I just want to get this shit looking somewhat decent. The lighting in here still looks fucking awful. I want to see what happens if I go to like... we'll do some other shit. If I go to the player, if I click on, is it the camera? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm applying to some shit now. Nothing programming related, more like fixing machines related. But, you know, those jobs are much better than corporate jobs. Because, like, you can come in there and actually be like a real person and be like, hey, man, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm trying to do. But if you're applying for a corporate job, like, you have to go in there and just be like... on your fucking hands and knees, be like, I'm ready to suck some dick, boys. It's just, it's insane. And like, that's why I like the more trade jobs and more mechanically inclined jobs, because you can go in there and just be like, you know, I'm looking for this, I'd like my weekends off, you know, I just want to do this. And you know, not that you can completely dictate what you're going to do, but like in a factory, there's kind of like room for that type of job, and you'll work like 4/10s, and then you have like a much more stable off time, I feel like. That's been my experience anyway. Yeah. What am I even trying to do here? So everything's looking good. Oh, that's right. The fucking fucking shit here. We want to change. I want to make it good looking. Let's go to the world environment. This is where we enable all this shit here. Let's do SSR. Bam. I don't know what these things are. I just want to see if it makes it look really shitty. There we go. We're going to enable that glow. Everybody loves that bloom. There we go. No fog, just all the other shit. Let's try it. So, I guess we have like screen surface reflections now. You know, it's looking a little bit better. Our animations are still all messed up. We'll fix that later. We have the run, we have idle, we have the attack. We need to get a gun in there and have him start fighting some stuff. And it looks like, oh no. Gonzalo, no. Damn, this actually looks very familiar, even though it's not anywhere near me. This looks like the campus of a college that I used to go to. Cool. Nice. What are we gonna do? I think I want to... What would happen if we turn on fog? I'm just really curious about that. I never really mess with fog. Let's just see what happens. Very Silent Hill-esque now. Nice. You're gonna do a tech university for a mildly labor-intensive job that I don't think will ever be replaced. What the fuck is that? That's like terrifying, man. What the hell is that thing? Are you guys seeing that? It's like a fucking all-seeing eye. The fog is Kino? Yeah, but what the hell is that shit? We have a Silent Hill type monster in the game. Let me enable that fog and we'll see what the fuck that is. It was like over here, wasn't it? Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I guess it was just so bright over there. It was like some type of weird eyeball. I don't know. That's creepy. It was right over there. We're gonna turn back on the fog. The fog is Kino. Can we? How do we mess around with it though? Can we go lower? There we go. Let's run that. Does that change the amount of fog? Yeah, that looks better. Let's go see if the anomaly is still there. Yep, the anomaly's still there. We're gonna have to hide that with something. That's creeping me the fuck out. Oh, the two Egyptians you met were schizo? I wonder if that's a genetic trait. I wonder if genetics have something to do with that. I wonder if that could be the case. Alright. So, right now he is not going to... we're not really going to look at what we're aiming at. We have to... we're going to have to figure that out. Cool. So we have the fog. Density. Cool. I think we could add in like some more environment shit, but we do need to get a gun for Gonzalo. So I guess we'll go back to Turbo Squid over here. I had some guns. We're gonna look for a new one just because we need like, you know, something. Lower prices. Okay, so we have some 3D models here. We got a pistol, semi-realistic gun collection. That might actually be what we want. It's Blender. Oh shit. I think this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab that one. Yeah, let's download that. We'll get the blend. And we'll open it up. I already have a Blender open, but fuck it, we'll open up another one. Oh, so they're each saved. Looks like they're each saved like this. Can I open up the... thing here. Is it going to work? There we go. So we're missing all the textures, but I'm sure I can fix that. Nice. This is actually pretty perfect. I think I'm gonna get the damn, which ones do we want? We need the grenade. We're gonna need a pistol. We're gonna get an SMG. We're gonna get the AK and the shotgun. We're gonna need to do rocket launcher. That would be cool. Yeah, I think those are the ones that we should get at least. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guns. That's kind of stretching it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe really the SMG and the rifle are kind of going to act in the same capacity, and we could really do without the RPG and just have the grenade. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would be a better one, and then we have the hatchet too. So technically 5 weapons. Let's see. Let's go to the country playlist instead of just playing this over and over again. All right. Let's take a look. Okay. I'm gonna close this. Don't save. We'll go in here. So which ones do I want? We're gonna export those, probably. Let's go. Let's get the grenade. No, let's not get the grenade. Let's get the fucking AK. We're gonna go with the AK. That's what Gonzalo would like. We're gonna open this up and see if we can just get the textures off this, export as a GLTF. That'll be much faster. I think I'm gonna have to extract this possibly. That's weird. Yeah, we're gonna have to extract this for sure. Let me just go here. I'm gonna extract it. Then we can open it up. Extract files. Let's go to, I'll just put it in my, I have like a place for this shit. And, okay, then we'll close that. We have Gonzalo here, I'm gonna close that. Okay, let's go close a lot of this shit. I'm gonna open this one up, bring it over here, fucking... Global assets, we gotta go to guns, we gotta go to semi-realistic gun collection, the AK. Now if we open it up, we should be able to select those images because everything's unpacked. There we go, so we actually have some shit there. And I can very quickly render an image of the AK, so that's very nice. This is actually perfect for us. So let's do this. Here, film, transparent. Oh. So if I render an image, there we go. Let's go image, save as, and we'll go to Escape from Ukraine, textures. I'm gonna go into the player, and we'll make a. Actually, we'll go up and we'll say new folder, weapon, images, and we'll call this the AK. AK 47. We'll save that image, and then I'm going to export the actual blend. So we're going to grab all this. Export GLTF, and yeah, I guess we'll go to Escape from Ukraine. We're gonna make a yeah, we'll go to models. I'll put it in here. AK 47, and we'll put that in here. Include, yeah, whatever, who gives a shit. We can get rid of anything we don't want. And then let's bring that in. Cool. So we'll just make it as right now we're just gonna bring it the fuck in. I just want to see what it looks like. Very small. Let's go transform. Go what, 10? There we go, that's about right. We need to point it the other way. And I guess we're gonna make it a child of his arm, right? I really don't know much about attaching guns to characters. We're just gonna do our best and hope for the best. Gonzalo's gonna hold it like a gangster anyway, because he's a fucking G. Alright, so if I go to this bone attachment and I attach it to that, we're gonna make local. I'm going to probably grab that. We'll get the whole thing. We'll grab this and we're gonna attach it to that bone attachment. Then I'm going to remove the position. Let's just spin it like it would be held in his hand, and we'll see how good that does, honestly. I'm going to hide the hatchet. We're not really going for realism, obviously, in this shitpost game. There we go. Where are the homies in chat? Oh, there's no one here. All right. Let's see how this looks. So he's just got the rifle just kind of chilling. If we're running, it looks pretty terrible. But if we spin it a little bit, then it will be fine. And can't we use like kinematic body or something? Some kinematic shit in there. So I'm just gonna, right now, for an easy fix, we'll just spin it like that a little bit. And then, actually we can go to the animation player and go to the run with gun. Cool, I'm just gonna grab it and shift it a little bit. There we go. That looks good enough. Doesn't have to be insane. And then I think what we do is add like points on the gun where the hands are supposed to go to, and then add points on the hands. And they kind of are supposed to be like attracted to each other, like magnets. I think it's called like IK or whatever. IK. Let's just go here. We got bone attachments, skeleton modifiers, retarget, physical bone simulation, spring bone, a node for driving hand meshes. Okay, that's not what we want. It's a body tracker, skeleton IK 3D, a node used to rotate all bones on a bone chain, a retarget, transfer parotid skeleton bones. Look at modifier, rotates a bone. Node that can be the parent and apply the simulation results. That doesn't sound like what we need. I don't know. Whatever, we'll figure it out when we get there. But cool, we might just adjust the position of the AK through code. It might just be faster to do it that way than to fuck around with. It's not like we're gonna have a million different guns and a million different animations. But let's do this. Should we have like, is there a way that we can have like a current gun and then based on the gun that we have, we'll use a different script? Or should we just have the AK have the script? I think we'll have the AK have the script. We'll do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a state machine for the fucking AK as well. I think we're gonna need one, honestly. So I'm gonna grab a lot of this shit and copy and paste it, and then we'll just fill in some other shit from here. We're not gonna need this many. I think we're gonna need fire, reload, so we'll get rid of those. We're gonna get rid of some of this shit. So we'll do idle, fire, and reload. Idle, fire, and reload. Yeah, idle, fire, reload, and we'll get rid of that one. We'll do fire and reload. Cool, and we might, no, we're not going to do that. Nice. Funk, idle. Funk, fire, and funk, reload the damn sumbitch. Okay. I don't think we have any animations for this. What I could do, honestly, you could use the same shooting animation and just change the speed scale. IDK if you need reloading animations. What I'm probably gonna do is just hide the I'll hide the magazine, and then I'll have Gonzalo do a loading animation, and then I'll just have it come back. And if we really wanted to, we could like duplicate the magazine and then have that in his hand and just add another bone attachment, and you just see the magazine go in and out of his pocket or whatever. I mean, that would take a lot, and we can always just have another, to do it simply like the way I would know how to do it, we could have another AK on a bone attachment on this left hand, in the same position. So we would hide this, have him do the reload animation, have that other AK stay, have the magazine go in and out of his pocket, and then come back into this magazine, and then re-show the other AK in the right position for him to shoot again. So we can pull a whole bunch of little tricks like that. The cat is back. Awesome. How's it going, Black Cat? We got Gonzalo a gun. We got him a AK. We also got him an axe. He's a proper fucking murderer now. We need to do some shit. So I want to change fucking weapons, right? So we're gonna go one. Actually, I'm gonna call it change weapons. We're gonna say weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3. Yeah, Gonzalo Shooter. And I want to do it so it's like Call of Duty, so you can only have the 2 weapons, the firearm, you know, the 2 weapons. Yeah. So I guess you can basically have 3 weapons here. Yeah, well, the 3rd would be your special, so let me rename that. We'll call it special. So that's going to be our 3. Weapon is 2. 1. So it'll basically be main weapon is 1, sidearm is 2, and special is 3. And we have the E to interact, I think, don't we? No, let's call that interact. And we'll put the E button. Whoops. E. Whoops. E. Close. I gotta take a quick bathroom break, but I will be right back. Give me a second. Let me do that. You have a problem with my Activate Windows logo down there? There's no problem there. This is a totally legal copy of Windows. Damn, I need some fucking food. Hold on. We have cold pizza. What do we need here? We should add that in. I'm sorry I'm like eating, but I'm really fucking hungry. I basically just fell asleep and then I woke back up and started streaming again. After shaving my head and my face. We probably don't need to put this in the process, the physics process. Probably just in the regular one, but whatever. We'll make ammo on ready bar. Ammo equals all right. Ammo. How many rounds an AK hold? Usually about 30. Oh, you're my twin now? You shaved your head and face. Nice. You don't have to wear a hairnet. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. Man, I see the other people around me, they have like long hair and shit. Like a lot of people at my work have like long hair and stuff like that, or beards and shit. And then like it's so great that I have like no hair. You stand right in front of the AC. It feels amazing. You're just getting like straight cool air right over your brain. They'll never know that pleasure. ADHD fueled internet browsing. That's really good. It's good for your health. That's what I do. Internet insomnia. I gotta grab a fucking cookie. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get some more fucking... I think I've had enough coffee. My stomach really hurts right now. I feel like I have an ulcer or something. On ready, var. I think we're gonna have mags. I'm trying to think. Should I have like magazines and then ammo? So we'd have like 4 mags and then like 3 supplies of ammo. And then we'll just get signals to update from here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So on the fire, I think we should make an animation player. Make a new one. We'll call it fire. Reload. And what's the last one? It will just be idle, I guess. It's shells and not mags unless you want a clip for the shoddy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we'll write this. I'll probably just copy and paste a lot of it and then rewrite some of it. I think that'll be the best way to do it. Let's make these animations. Cool, animation player, fire. We're gonna go here. We'll go to transform. We're gonna just create that. I'm just gonna see if I can kind of like rotate it up a little bit, like that, and just bam. Didn't I just make that? Oh, never mind. It's this one, isn't it? Control Z, what I just did. And we'll rotate. I think it's, this is the one I want to rotate now. Just a little bit up. And we save that. You gotta all right. We're gonna change the position too. We're gonna move it back slightly on the Z, not that much. Negative 0.01, so just a little bit, and save it. And then we'll take these and duplicate it. Nice. I think I'm gonna go like 0.1, right? Very, very fast. I'm gonna zoom this shit in. Go right here. So if I loop this, let's see what it looks like. I mean, you know, it's not great, but it illustrates that we're firing. So, there we go. Get rid of that. Cool. So we just need to play that animation, and then on the idle animation, I guess we'll just, I think what I'm going to do is we'll just grab this and we'll just say create, and we'll just won't move it at all. I think we're just going to keep it like that. And then we'll switch to that animation. Yeah, Godot is free, no open source. Yeah, Unity I've never used. Yeah, exactly. Godot is better than Unity because I've never used Unity. I think when I was a little, when I was like 18, 19, I tried to fuck around with Unity way back in the day, and I couldn't figure it out. And then, like, maybe 5 years after that, I switched to Godot. So here I'm gonna just create these, and we'll probably end up redoing this. We're gonna do like a 3-second reload. I don't know if that's good or bad. But all I'm gonna do is go to this magazine and toggle the visibility on it. Visibility, we're gonna create it so it'll be visible at the beginning, and then we'll hide it somewhere in here, and then we'll turn it back on, and we'll just make sure it stays. Well, we don't have to do that, right? We can just do this, have it off right there, and then have it come back on, so it'll just disappear for a second, and then we'll have the guy play the animation to reload, so it'll be gone and then come back. Godot, I feel like, is much more approachable. The GD script is kind of hard to pick up, but once you like figure it out, it's a lot easier. And you can also use C#. You can make C# scripts here if you want to use C#, but I don't want to. So okay, I think. So let's just start playing the animations. So we'll say if the current state is not equal to the previous state, meaning we're on the first tick, then we will play the animation. So we're going to say animation player dot play fire, actually idle. There we go. People make extensions for almost every language. Yeah, I guess so now. And I feel like it's so much more approachable now that you have like ChatGPT, now that you can actually ask questions to someone. Because I would ask, you know, like professors, and you would ask teachers all these fucking questions, and they would pretty much never answer you and never have an answer. And then you ask ChatGPT the same thing, and it's like, oh yeah, here's exactly how it works. Here's the inner workings of that. Fire. Reload. It really goes to show you that like teachers working at maximum capacity are not even worth a $20 a month subscription to ChatGPT, just to be realistic with the world as it is. Cool. Reload, fire, idle. Let's go ahead and try that. Oh, we need to do this. Animation player, node, animation finished, connect, and we'll connect to the AK. And we're going to have to add in a timer. Or you know what, we'll just wait till the animation player finishes. So we'll go ahead and match some animations there. Mags, match, anim name. Yeah, 0 to 30% chance of actually answering a fucking question. You know, I had this teacher back in high school who was like the epitome of like the feminist teacher, and she went to she went to like the ghetto area. She worked at like one of the ghetto schools, and she got robbed. She got robbed at knife point by like 2 black people, and then she was like, she went to our school because she was like, I'm like fucking, I don't want to live in that like fucking ghetto ass fucking area anymore. But then she had the audacity and the nerve to be like, you know, white people just don't appreciate you. White students don't appreciate your education, whereas those black people down there, they really appreciate it. And it's like, and she even said like, so I was robbed at knife point, but they didn't harm me because they're so appreciative of teachers. And it's like, lady, you got fucking robbed at knife point. They didn't fucking care about you. And she's trying to spin it into like, she was this Michelle Pfeiffer, you know, I was down there educating the youths, and they all respected me, and that's why they only pulled the knife on me, but didn't stab me. And it's like, lady, shut the fuck up. But yeah, so that's why nobody likes teachers in this day and age, because they're insane. They're insane ideologues. But yeah, anim name. Yeah, for real. And that pissed me off so much, even as like a child. And she was like, even like as a, you know, middle schooler. And I would always get sent out of her. Like, she would send me out of that class every day because you would always ask like stupid questions. Well, no, she would bring up stupid points, and then you would like point out logical fallacies or whatever, and they would just like kick you out. That was most of high school. Smoking in the boys' room, hell yeah. So we got to match fire. We got to match reload, and we got to match what's the last one? I'm getting all distracted. Idle, fire, and reload. I'm thinking about my high school experience, and like while I was there, I think we had like the highest number of pedophile incidents at the fucking school when I was going there as a kid. I think it was women. It was like 3. I think there were like 3 women that got arrested for like sleeping with children at the school, which is crazy. My teachers were all chill except a few where they just posted chapters of the textbook and didn't teach you anything. Yeah, there was one old lady who would just like sit there and read from the book. And if you asked her, you would like raise your hand and be like, I don't really understand that. She would like literally look at you, slam the book on the table, flip back another page, and then just start reading all over again and like not even acknowledge your question. Dude, that was brutal. That lady had like dementia and she like hated everyone. Okay, so when we finish this, we have to do this. We're going to say at onReady var. We're going to say can fire equals false. Dude, fat women teachers are the worst. The fat goes straight to their brain. I don't know what's wrong with them, man. Yeah, I had a college professor one time. It was a fat black lady, and she was just like a complete fucking idiot. I mean, you know, I don't mean to stereotype her or whatever, but like the first day of class, she's eating a giant like fucking Subway sandwich in front of the entire class, and she's like, "No, you guys can wait till I done finished eating the Subway sandwich." And then she's like telling us what is less calories in it because it's a wheat bread sandwich. It's like, lady, that's not how fucking calories work. Like, you're eating an entire fucking Subway sandwich. It's like it's like 1,200 calories. That you can't escape the calories of that fucking sandwich. And like, she was just full of misinformation like that, like just every fucking day with that shit. And yeah, I had to present. I had to do like a talk there, and she was like, I gave her like a flash drive with my fucking talk on there because I had to like have what I was gonna say. And she's like, "Nah, I need to print it out." I was like, are you fucking for real? Like, you need it printed out. You have a laptop in front of you. I'm giving you a USB. You copy the file onto your computer. Like, that's how it works. And she was like, no, I need it printed out, like, on paper. Like, you're going to have to go down to the library and print it out for me. You know, while she has a laptop in front of her. And, yeah, that was when I was like, fuck this place. This is a retarded fucking school to be at. And I was like, I'm going to go get a shitty online degree for half the price. But yeah, almost didn't survive my American history class. Slept during chemistry. I don't really like chemistry. Chemistry's crazy. There's too many, those little fucking things when they were drawing those chemistry equations. Those are too hard to understand. Alright, so when we're going to flip this. When this one finishes, can fire equals true. We gotta stop doing shit. I think we can just pass. Oh, no, we can do ammo equals 30. Mags minus equals 1. I never really like math either. I like when computers do my math for me. Idle, we'll do... yeah, dude, high school is such a sham. I will, when I have children, I'm never sending them to public education. It's fucking retarded to send your kids there. Idle, I think we can just pass. Yeah, we don't need to do anything here. Oh, we need to do ammo minus equals 1. We need to subtract from ammo and... I guess we should actually do that when we fire. We need a real mechanism to fire. We don't want to do this. We want to have input, event, if event, isn't it is mouse button? Sorry, my stomach is still fucking killing me. Is mouse, let me ask ChatGPT. He'll know. How do I be getting the damn mouse click up in Godot and shit? Yeah, you know, math would be cool if they had like shown me the like game developer math and vectors and all that shit. I really get into vectors when they're talking about like 3D movement. All that stuff really interests me. And like mechanical movement and like CNC machines. I love all that stuff. And instead we had to like sit there and like it would be like, Jimmy has 4 apples and if he uses Pythagorean theorem, how many apples do he have? It's like, who gives a fuck? Is that making any money? Is that helping me get a job? No, it's not. It's just fucking... I think a lot of it was just flagellating some fucking educated person's ego. They could just sit in a fucking classroom longer. Yeah, like the formula, and they made you memorize the formula. It's like, just give me a paper with the formula on it so I can utilize it. Like, that's fucking stupid. Alright. This is how you'd get it. Okay, cool. Print down. Should we do it on release? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Damn, I feel like such fucking shit, dude. If I throw up on stream, nobody clip it. Let's get rid of that. I just swear to God, they never taught a single thing about physics or how things actually worked until college. Yeah, I mean, I knew I was completely fucked when I was in a high school class, and like I got kicked out of school for drinking. I kind of showed up drunk. Well, I didn't show up drunk. I'd been drinking with some friends, and I showed up smelling like liquor. And they were like, you can't be in school anymore. So I went and I got a job with my dad, and we were fixing up homes in like a ghetto-ass area. And like, so I'd had the experience when I went back to high school to finish like the last few semesters that like I'd actually had like a job, and I was like, man, all of this stuff we've been doing is bullshit. Like, this is all fucking bullshit. And then the we were doing a paper in science about fucking cumulonimbus clouds, and I was like, I have like $400 in my pocket from actually working, and like, what the fuck am I doing here listening to this stupid ass teacher talk about cumulonimbus clouds? What the fuck am I doing? Like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever done in the fucking world. And you know, people were like, I don't see any problem with the current education system. Seemed pretty good to me. Insane. Especially women. I feel like a lot of women just think that like, oh, it's completely fine. And it's like, dude, I am banging my head against the desk bored. I think most men are in school. They're like, I just want to make some money, please. I don't want to do this dumb shit anymore. Alright, let's try this. Eating cold pizza into acid puke. Yeah, that's about to happen. Are we getting... Oh, up, down, up, down, up, down. Perfect. So we are getting some shit there. You had to count the amount of fish in Nemo. Yeah. Event.pressed. Alright, so now we should just only be getting it. What do you mean? Mixed use. There we go. I don't know why that was so fucking weird. Alright. Let's try that shit. That should work. Hold on, let me... I'm just going to press it once. Yeah, select the current. I just got to press it one time and then see that it only pressed one time. Cool. So it's not doing down and up, it's just doing when we pressed it. Cool. So, cool. What do we want to do here? We want to fire. Animation. Why are you not giving me completion? Is there a reason you're being fucking annoying? Animation player. Let me do this. Actually, no, we need to switch the states. We gotta go next state equals states dot fire. And when we fire, we run the animation, and we also have to say ammo minus equals 1. And I don't think we want to do that here, actually. On the reload, we are going to do that. On the fire, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that the second we fire. Cool. So we'll subtract from our ammo, and we'll say if ammo is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to say next state is equal to actually we'll just pass, right? And then else we'll do the rest. Yeah. Yeah, I do get mad thinking about all the time I wasted in fucking college and high school. Because you're like, damn, I could have been working and actually expanding my mind and achieving things and making money and connections. And instead, I was sitting there listening to some stupid fat lady talk about nothing. You know. And I have family members that are like teachers and stuff, and I'm just like, damn, like, you are the most retarded person I fucking know, and I would never take your advice. And how they ever let you teach people? is like maddening. Okay, so that's going well. We're subtracting our ammo. If we don't have ammo, then we're gonna pass. Otherwise, we'll play the animation. We also need to check if we can fire. So if so we'll also check if can fire as well. And we'll check the ammo up here too. We shouldn't be checking it down there. There we go. So let's subtract the ammo up here and do the ammo check up there as well. Because we don't even really want it to get to that state if we don't have any ammo. Yeah. We'll do if ammo is greater than or equal to 1, then we can fire. And I guess we'll say else on this one. So we're out of ammo here, so we should... I think we're just going to pass for right now. And we'll do the same down here. Actually, we're good. We really don't need anything else on here for it to work. So it should keep subtracting, and then once we get to 0, we can't fire anymore because we don't have any reload mechanism right now. Let's give it a shot. But all it's going to do is play that animation. I don't even know if we're going to be able to see it. Alright, let's try it. I don't know if we're getting anything. Doesn't look like it. Let's go back to the AK here in the fire. We're gonna print print. We are firing. We are firing our laser. I'm a firing my laser. Damn, that was an old ass meme. Are we shooting? I don't think so. I don't think it's working. It's broken. If can fire, are we ever setting can fire equal to true? I think it should be true to start with. True. Yeah, shoop de whoop. And we set it equal to false here. Actually, no, we're going to set it equal to true. This is when the animation finishes. So we can fire is equal to true. As soon as we set this, we're going to say can fire equals false. And I think we should actually do this up here as we're transitioning to the fucking state. Let's give that a shot. And what I'm also going to do is we're going to add a light. Alright. We'll get a light. Create that fucker. Bring it on the end of the barrel right here. Is this thing scaled? Is that a problem? I don't give a shit. We're going to make the intensity pretty bright, and we'll make it bright yellow. So it's like a barrel flash. And I mean, the idea is just to turn it on and off, you know, like the flash of a gun. So we'll see. Let's add that to the animation player. Just set it invisible by default, and then when we fire, we'll scroll in here. Should we do visibility, create will go right here, assign, turn that on, and then by the end of it, we need to turn it back off. So we just have a very, a brief flash. Let's see that. Do I remember Dr. Octopus? I remember the movie, the movie with the good Spider-Man, before they made Spider-Man all gay, before Marvel was like fucking destroyed. Back when you could actually go watch movies and be like, that was a good movie. Now you go there and it's like, I don't know, Batman's like wearing, I tried to watch like 5 minutes of the Flash movie because I'm like, oh, whatever, like this is going to be like a decent movie to watch. It's fucking like high budget. And like Wonder Woman put a lasso on Batman like 2 minutes into the film, and he's like, I only wear the mask because of my toxic masculinity, and I wouldn't stay, you know, just some stupid fucking shit. And I was immediately like, this sucks. Why am I watching this gay shit? Like, I don't want to watch Batman. I don't want to watch Batman use a cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, it's like fucking gay. Like, I want to watch him like fight the fucking Joker. What the fuck are you even talking about? $80 popcorn vessel. $80 popcorn vessel. Yeah. I don't know. Lunacy. Dude, yeah, I feel the same way. My parents and like any friends I have, and like, you know, you go out with a girl and you watch like Netflix. The worst one I had is I was hanging out with this girl and we were watching a Netflix show, and it was like one of those ones, and this is another pet peeve I have, where they take like, it's an android, but it's supposed to represent a person of a lower class, a different minority. And it's like, just have a black person. Like, you don't have to make him a fucking android and be like, could you empathize with the android? It's like, dude, I'm not a fucking idiot. I know what you're trying to do here. And they had one of them where it was a Netflix original, and the fucking androids were left on Earth, and they were like, it would just so happen to be mostly minority androids, and the the white people were like the evil Nazi space elite that were, you know, keeping all the androids imprisoned and making them work menial wage jobs. And then the humans left Earth, and the androids, you know, fixed Earth and refixed the atmosphere. And then the humans are coming back to invade. And it was like, dude, this is like the most paused shit in the fucking world, because the climax of the movie was like, there was an android who was like half dead, and like one of the, like, you know, American, you know, like the whitest guy you've ever seen looking guy is like coming out and helping the android, saving him, and he's like, I never should have stopped you guys from coming here. We're the invaders. You know? And it's like, dude, how can you make a more paused movie than this? And I was like, I told her, I'm like, I hate it when they try and put political shit in these movies. And she looked at me and she's like, where's the political stuff? And I'm like, yo, are you like fucking for real right now? Like, that entire movie was politically charged. And you're just like, where's the politics? That was about aliens. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, am I really gonna like try and fuck this girl? I don't know. You're sitting there just thinking like, damn, I fucking like, what am I even doing here? I don't know. Lunacy. Yeah, it's very hard to go out and meet people when they're like completely paused like that. Alright, so can fire equals true. We're resetting that. Why are we... Do we run out of ammo? The ammo is greater than or equal to 1. Let me print here. Print. Here we be. Well, I definitely fumbled that chance. Well, I didn't fumble it, but... yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's fucking insane, you know. I need another fucking drink. My mouth is so fucking dry. Damn, no, I can't be. Oh, I have one left. One sparkling water left. Yeah, dude. Like most people are fucking crazy nowadays. Just like I had another story. This is kind of like another antecedent fucking thing. But when I was going to college, there was we had to write an essay about what you can do to help the world. Like just one thing you can do to help the world, like one positive thing you can do. And it was like a very less politically charged thing. I was actually very interested in talking about it. So I talked about my YouTube channel, how I like to give like free education. I like to give out free scripts, and I like it when people get engaged in fun ways in like education and learn stuff. And so yeah, like a lot of just not to make this completely sexist, but a lot of the men did stuff like that. Like one guy did about like how he likes to help people work out, and then like this one woman did this article. She wrote hers about like how men need to like her even though she's morbidly obese. She was like, the change that I want to see in the world would be that everyone finds me attractive and that beauty standards should be thrown out the window. And it's like, that's not really a change that you're enacting to help everyone else. Like, that's something everybody else can do to make you feel better. Like, you do realize that, right? And it was just so perfectly stated. It was so fucking funny. I have the screenshot and I have to bring it up because it's really good. I have to find it. It's on an old hard drive that I had, but there were many such cases where it was like the men would say like these things they were going to do for the world, and the women would just be like listing off things that were going to be given to them. It was like, well, the first thing I want is an abortion, and secondly, I'm morbidly obese, but I need to be found attractive as well. It was just like, oh damn, that's so brutal. Yeah, I don't know. And it was, I don't want to harp on that too much, but that was really funny. Why am I not being able to reload? Let me do this. I want to print something here. We be here. Let's fire it. Yeah, I don't want to be like King Cobra talking, dude, male and female relationships, dude. We be here. Can I only fire one time? What is going on? We be here, we be here, we are getting here. So I gotta go back to the player. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. Control F. Let me find all my print statements. There we go. We only got that one. Yeah. I am the table. Yeah. There's nothing more based than flipping the table when you're losing. Here we be here. What the? Why do I do this to myself? Why am I putting this in here like a fucking idiot? We be here. Why are there two different matches for this fucking thing? We go to the player, go to the AK. So we have that one, and then the other one. Here we be. Ha ha ha. Here we be. No match. He we be. There we go. We need to get fucking rid of this fucking bullshit, retard level shit. Yeah, I was playing Risk with my dad. When I was a kid, I was playing Risk with my dad, and I started winning against him in the game, and he got really pissed off and just took the board and threw it against the fucking wall. And yeah, that was really fucking funny. My brother was there too, and yeah, that was. You learn a lot. You learn that like, you know, you can you can just flip the board and take the game away from everyone. Animation play fire. So we play the fucking animation. We minus the ammo. Can fire equals false. Once the animation is finished, we set can fire equal to true. Is that actually... It's hooked up, right? Animation finished. Perfect. Where the fuck is it? Why aren't we able to shoot multiple times? Fire. We're in here. Ammo minus equals 1. We are firing our laser. We play the animation. Yeah, he was kind of a fucking lunatic when I was a kid. Can fire equals true. Yeah, another story. I talked to my dad the other day. So when the COVID masks were going on, somebody asked him. He went into the store and like some fucking 16-year-old kid was like, "Sir, you have to put a mask on." And he literally turned to him, looked him dead in the eyes, and was like, "Fuck you, make me." And I was just like, "Yeah, yeah, fucking light him up, dude." Just it's really fucking funny. Yeah, he is like redneck as shit though. But it's like it's based in a way. It's like the low IQ curve guy where they're like trying to tell him stuff and it's just like going over his head and he's like, "Fuck you, I'm not listening to that dumb shit." Yeah. Ammo. What the fuck are we doing? If ammo is greater than or equal to 1, we be here. Next state's not fire. Can fire equals false. We fire it. Then we play the fire animation. Can fire now equals true. We reset. We click the fucking thing again. We should be able to fire. Oh, you know what I have to do? I think this sometimes causes some issues. It just checks if this exists. There we go. Let's try that now. Get the fuck out of here. Why? Damn. It's only going one time. Hold on. Fire. We are firing our laser. Ammo minus equals 1. What is our ammo at? 30. We be here. We be here. Why is it doing that? So we get to the fire. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. We subtract the ammo. If can fire equals true, we go here. We fire our laser. And then I don't think we ever switch back to the... Oh, we're never switching states. That's why. After we fire, we need to go back to next state equals idle. States. Fucking piece of shit. All right, let's run that. We should be able to fire now. Bam, there we go. Did we run out of ammo? What happened? We be firing our laser. We be firing. We should have more ammo than that. Let's print our ammo here. Print we be here. Ammo. Cool. Now we're at ammo. I don't know what happened there. I must have fucked something up. AMO. Cool. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do? Is this the longest you've streamed yourself working on a Godot project in a day? Yeah, this is pretty much it. I have tomorrow off too, so I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Cool. So we're doing that. We need to now add the reload. So our reload if event isn't it is action pressed, we'll do I guess we didn't add reload yet. Project settings, reload. I'm thinking of fucking what is that game? House of the Dead. My bedtime's 9 p.m. Yeah, I work, you know, I have to get up at like 6 in the morning, so it's not that bad. Congratulations on getting a job, though. That's pretty cool. Starting on the 5th. Is action pressed? We'll do reload. And then we'll say next state equals reload. States.reload. And we'll play the animation.reload. We'll say if mags minus equals 1, you need a job. I don't have any money to pay people with. If I had money to run a fucking studio, I would hire people and pay them. You work 9 months of the year. I don't know. Yeah, it does sound like you're a teacher. Next state is going to equal reload. We need to subtract from the ammo. Let's set in the reload state we won't be able to fire anyway. Mags minus equals 1, ammo equals 30, and then we'll just check if mags is less than or equal to 0, then we'll just pass. We might have to put in a different animation and even play like he doesn't have any ammo type thing. I work in food, it's a bit close, but different department. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, if you can do like catering makes more tips. My dad kind of had a like thing where he would he was like a plumber, but he also did like some other random jobs sometimes when we were kids, and he did some catering stuff that paid really well because he got a ton of tips. It was like a buddy of his had this catering business or something, and yeah, I think he made like he was like $300 one night just in tips, and it's like that's fucking like crazy good. Yeah, I don't know. I like to have some place to go every day. I like routine, so I do like working. I guess I enjoy my job too, but I feel like I'm too sedentary in what I'm doing right now. So I have to go out there and like challenge myself and get something that's, maybe something I don't want to do, but it's gonna like help me build my fucking career. I'm going for a CNC installer position, so I want to like go out and repair CNC machines and install them. Yeah, 4 on, 3 off is like the ideal. You should go look for a factory job. You can make around like, you know, 24, 25 an hour now with like a factory job, and they usually have the 410s. And it's like, it's usually pretty awesome because you can like put in headphones, listen to whatever you want. All you got to do is like some mundane task. I really like them. That's what I would recommend. Ozzy Osbourne couldn't stand a factory job. He started Black Sabbath. Oh, so it broke. I don't know why it broke. I guess our animation didn't finish. But damn, it's like 12:13 in the morning. I think I'm gonna give it a break for now. I'm tired as fuck. I think we'll come back to it tomorrow and get this shit going. But yeah, this is what we have. We'll add some. We gotta finish up the gun. We'll add some more guns. We'll try and get all the guns in tomorrow. We'll try and get some Ukrainians to shoot at. Maybe we'll try and get this scene finished. I'm not sure. I think we're making good progress. Thanks everyone for coming out. Sunday. But yeah, peace out. Later, y'all.